Welcome to lecture 4 of operations management. In this lecture, we are going to we're going to begin looking at process management. Process management. Now, process management, we are saying that, companies begin the process of organizing operations by setting competitive priorities. Every company needs to set priorities. Now, that setting of priorities has to be, you know, has to be competitive. Okay, so that's why we're saying competitive prices, competitive priorities, meaning that putting certain things first, certain things second, certain things third, among other things. Okay, now you as a process operations manager, you need to be able to understand that your workplace or the job or the company you're managing needs to have priorities at a given time or at a given point. Okay, that is, you must be able to determine which of the following 8 priorities are to be emphasized as competitive what advantage. So these are the following. One, you need to look at low cost operations. Okay, this is one of the very core purpose why business today exists and why other business flourish and why other businesses do well. Why? Because low cost operation, it means that you are able to manage even with little or limited income. Secondly, high performance design. High performance design. Now, with low cost operations, you have a high performance design at your workplace. Thirdly, we've got consistent quality. Consistent quality, meaning that the quality, the type of goods that you are able to produce can maintain. Okay, can maintain the looks, can maintain the texture, can maintain, quality, can maintain, at the end of the day, it buys loyalty to consumers. So if you can have a business that can maintain, quality, that is part of the priorities that you need to set. Okay. Fourthly, you are talking about fast delivery. Okay, fast delivery, fast delivery, fast delivery. Okay, fast delivery. Now we are talking about delivering products, goods, and services within the given time frame. Okay, within the given time frame. Now that is a priority to a business in the sense that you are buying off, the trust of customers. Every customers want their purchase to be delivered to them on time. Okay. Fifth, we're talking about on time delivery. Okay, so fast delivery and on time delivery are two different things. Fast delivery, we're talking about delivering something within the shortest period of time. On time delivery, it means that you are delivering within the time. Okay, if you say that your products are going to be ready in 2 days, it is even better that you in 2 days just say in the maybe before even 2 days, before even 48 hours reaches, you will have delivered. Okay, development speed, meaning that the pace at which your business is growing has to be a priority as well. Okay, product customization. Okay, meaning that when you customize a product, you are making your brand a bit unique and a bit different from other brands that you ever have. Okay, so product customization is one of the very very important things that a business need to prioritize. Volume of flexibility. Volume of flexibility. Okay, we're talking about having a flexible timing, a flexible, outlook in terms of your business. Okay, everyone wants a business or wants a partner who is flexible. Okay, due to the changing of the environment. Now we are talking about COVID-19. Okay, now COVID-19 has come, here more like to stay. Okay, now meaning that every business has to be innovative and has to be very very flexible for them to be able to change, or else your business is going to completely go down if you are not very creative. Okay, so we're talking about flexibility. Okay, now although all the 8 all the eight are obviously desirable, it is usually not possible for an operation to perform significantly better than the competition in more than one or two. Okay, so it may not be possible that a business can perform you know uh, better in all of them. Okay, you find that your business may have an advantage in one or two. However, you as a manager, you need to be able that you increase the number. Okay, if out of eight your business can do fine in about five, you are good to go. If you can do good in about half, which is four, that is better as well. If you do seven, you are doing very good. So those are the priorities that you need to look at. Okay, now as you look at those components, we've got what we call the five key decisions in process management. Five key decisions. Now, you as a operations manager, you need to make five key decisions. First of all, you're talking about the process choice. Okay, what choice are you making in terms of the process, different processes that your company needs to look at? We're going to look at this process choice later. Okay, and we'll understand it deeply. And then vertical integration. Okay, how are the procedures that the business is, the products, the levels at which a product has to go through for it to be ready for market. Okay, vertical integration. Then resource flexibility. Okay, how flexible is a resource of your company or your business? Okay, resource, we're not just talking about the money, we're talking about the flexibility of workers. If today coronavirus has hit your office very bad and the government says from now onwards you're not working physical, you're working online, how flexible is your workforce to be able to change? If for instance today they say a clients come and say I want to be saved at night, is your business flexible enough to go and start working at night? Those are questions. Now, customer involvement. Customer involvement. Now, I loved it. One of the students on their presentation during this, or those that are doing full time, gave an example of Nike. Okay, where Nike would actually call, you know, customers to, you know, it allows customers to be able to customize or to put the names on their products, meaning that they can put my name on my brand, on the shoe that I want to buy for Nike, which is good. Further, we are also talking about customer involvement in terms of research. Okay, engage your customers. Where do you think we can do better? Okay, what challenges do you think we're having to serve you better? And the customers will be able to tell you, no, I want you to change this, I want you to change that. That is customer involvement. Then the capital intensity. Okay, remember you have to put in whatever you can for your business to flourish in terms of capital. So you need to be able to build until your business is able to grow and able to serve big numbers. Now, these decisions are critical to the success of any organizations and must be based on determining the best, okay, on the best, okay, be based on determining the best was to support the competitive priorities of the enterprise. Okay. Now, these decisions are there to support the what? The competitiveness of in terms of priority setting of the company. Okay, because these choices, once you make them, they are going to give you magnitude in terms of choosing or selecting which of the competitive priorities you need to go for. Now, let's look at types of production systems. There are different production systems that these companies use. Okay, now, by definition, I'm saying a production system can be defined as a transformation system which a sellable product or service is created by working on upon a set of inputs. Okay, so meaning that a production system, we are saying um, it is a process through which a sellable product or service is created. Okay. Now that production system is the one that creates a product. Okay. That production system is one that creates a product. Now, inputs are usually in the form of men, machine, money, material, etc. Now, production systems are usually classified on the basis of the following. One, type of product, type of production line, rate of production, equipment used, etc. Okay. Now these can be actually be broadly classified into three categories, okay, which are the type of the production system that we are looking at now, which is job, okay, shop production, batch production, and mass production. Now, these are three types of production systems that we have. Now, what do we mean when we talk about job production system? Okay, job shop production system. Now, this is a system. This system um, in this system, products are made to satisfy a specific order. Okay, products are made to satisfy a specific order. However, that order may be produced o- on only once. Okay, so for instance, I come to your business and say, I want a suit. Okay, what size do you want? I want a small size suit. Now, it is not that you oftenly make those small size suits. They are made, you are starting to make because of my requests. I've ordered. Okay. So all it can be made only once. You may not have to make it again. Okay. So that's what we call a job production system. Now, that also can be done at an irregular interval, okay, as when a new order arrives, or at a regular interval to satisfy a continuous demand. You may just supply once, or you may supply maybe after 1 year. I come to you and bring order suits, or at some point I may just be coming. But for you to save my continuous demand, you will have to do what? To continuously have to supply. Okay. Now, the following are the important characteristics of job shop type production system. One, machines and methods Machine and methods employed should be generated general purpose, as product change are quite frequent. Now, because of that, because since it's not a permanent thing, so your machine has to be general purpose in the sense that it has to be easy to customize in terms of making it, if it's cutting small, you make sure that all the aspects that will help it cut small can be changed, okay, to cut small or to cut big. But when you just put it to cut small, if it's not a general purpose, then it means that you will suffer because you have to go again and do the adjustments and things like that. Planning and control system should be flexible enough to deal with the frequent change in product requirements. Okay, manpower should be skilled enough to deal with the changing work conditions. Schedules are actually non-existent in this system, as no definite data is available on the product. Now, here, it's not that we've been producing this. We are just producing because a demand has risen. Now, in process inventory, will usually be high as accurate plans and schedules do not exist. Now, product cost is normally high because of high material and labor costs. Okay. Now, a grouping of machine is done on functional basis. Okay, so we're talking about less section, milling section, etc. Okay, so you're grouping machines based on the functionality, okay, and what they serve. This system is very flexible as management has to manufacture varying product types. Okay, material handling systems are also flexible to meet changing product requirements. All right. Now, let's go to batch system. So if you do not get it properly, you can just go through and understand what the definition is. If you understand just the basic definition of job shop production system, you'll be able to understand the rest, because these things will be self-explanatory. Batch production system. The batch production system is the manufacture of a number of identical articles, either to meet a specific order or to meet a continuous demand. Okay. Now, batch demand, we are saying that this is done on a dual basis, okay, on a dual system basis, in the sense that you are either manufacturing a number of identical articles or products to meet a specific order or to meet a continuous demand. Okay, so it can be. it consists of batch as well as another that we'll see later. But what we're talking about is that you can either continue or just do it on a specific what demand. Okay, now it can be manufactured either only once or it can repeatedly at an irregular interval as when demand arises, or repeatedly at a regular interval to satisfy a continuous demand. Now, the following are the important characteristics of the batch production system. Firstly, we're talking about as final product is somewhat standard and manufactured in batches. Economy of scales can be availed to some extent. Now, because you are manufacturing a lot, okay, you know that economies of scale it is a situation when your the amount that you spend on producing one product reduces. Now, when you go into a market today, they'll tell you for more than 10, I'll charge you this amount, which is less than the amount that you're going to spend for buying less than 10 products. Okay. Here, the simple concept there is the economies of scale. Economies of scale means that when you increase the number, okay, the cost of one reduces. Okay. Then here, so we're saying that when you are producing a lot, the economies of scale kick in. Okay, meaning that the economies of scale take shape. Now, machines are grouped on functional basis, similar to the job shopping manufacturing. Okay, semi-automatic, special purpose automatic machines are generally used to take advantage of the similarity among the products. Further, labor should be skilled enough to work upon different product batches. Okay. In process, inventory is usually high owing to the type of layout and material handling policies adopted. Okay. Now, semi-automatic material handling systems are most appropriate in conjunction with a semi-automatic machines. So non-production planning and control is difficult due to the what? Odd size and non-repetitive nature of orders. Okay. Now, from this, you should be able to at least have a general understanding of what a batch system is, as well as what a batch system is, as well as what a job shop production is system is. Okay. Then mass production now. This is a very common way in which most of the companies do. Okay. In mass production, a same type of product is manufactured to meet the continuous demand of the product. Usually, demand of the product is very high, and market is going to sustain same demand for sufficient long time. Okay, long it's supposed to be long time or long term. Okay, long term. The following are the important characteristics of mass production system. As same product is manufactured for sufficient time, machines can be laid down in order of processing sequence. Product type layout is most appropriate for the mass production system. Okay. Now, the standard methods and machines are used during part manufacture. Okay. All right. So at this point, I'm sure that you are able to understand what a mass production system is. Okay, mass production system, in short, we are saying this is mostly a very common system where a company is manufacturing for the excess market. It has got huge market, and it supplies this for many. It supplies this for it supplies a lot. Okay, it supplies a lot of products to people, or to customers. Okay, so it was about this topic. Next time when we meet, we'll be able to next time when we discuss about a certain topic, we'll be able to cruise through. Remember, operations management is a bit bulky. We are still in unit 1. Okay, we are still in unit 1. So as we go further, we'll be able to see what the next unit has. For now, it is a goodbye. I'll see you, or I'll talk to you in the next video. Goodbye.